What is going on, guys? This is your Basixc Basixc here, and today I just wanted to talk to you guys about something really simple, really to the point, really abstract. And what I'm talking about is what happens when you finally reach that point of success. What happens whenever you are reaching for it and you're almost there. And that's a lot of hate, a lot of obstacles you got to get through just to find that last bit of form of success, if you want to say that. And it's really a pain to have to go through it. And it's like when trying to do YouTube, when trying to be the best player out there, whenever trying to be the best designer, editor, whatever it may be. Now, even taking this out of Call of Duty or any reference to online things, you want to be the best doctor in the world, the best athlete in the world. You always want to train or just practice what you're doing, right? But there's always either that one person or a whole group of people who always put you down. Now, it's not so much that they're putting you down for the right reasons, but it's for the wrong reasons. And also, you don't have family support. And that could factor whether or not that you have the success or you fail dramatically. Now, I'm not going to try to get personal, but I'm trying to give you some leeway into what I'm actually talking about. And that is, if I was to try and get a career for designing, which I am, and I'm getting better and better each day, watching a bunch of tutorials and finding a lot of people through my own team, clients, looking through Instagram, Twitter, finding hashtags, doing everything I can to find new people and new ideas. And I also see, I follow a bunch of people on Twitter that make better stuff than I do, and I actually look at what they do, and I'm not exactly at their level yet, but I'm capable of doing it, and so I'm just going to keep looking at them and just eventually get to their level and just try and copy their style, but invert it into my own view, if you want to say. But that really does not matter if you don't have a supporting fan base behind you. Now, I have my team of people called the Advice Family. I have those 4 to 8 members, which is a little bit varied right now because we're working on a big project. But it's like I have those people to give me either some good criticism or just blank hate or the best success and motivation ever. Or I just have to find that or put that into my team as one. But then you have a certain aspect of someone's life, if it was their family or something else, and they don't support it, but yet their other team does. And that's kind of where you have to build a wall between these two things. And that's where you have to figure out who you have to get through just to get a success. You have pretty much once you get to the bottom of the pit and you have to fight for every single thing you do. If your internet gets cut off, you have to fight and try to find that way to upload that video or find that resource to see that picture that will make the benefit of doubt of whether or not you fail or succeed. And whether or not if you let certain things affect you, then you would never get there. Or if you just give up just like that, you never won in the first place. Now, you're probably asking, where does this random commentary come from? Now, even though this really has nothing to do with it, ever since of yesterday, we've seen the invasion of Paris and all them, and it made me think about the things that our government doesn't do for us and how they just allow certain things to happen. Because in a way, it was an inside job, but again, this commentary is not supposed to get all up in that. But shout out to all those people out there that are in need of help. But the thing is, some of them have supporters, some of them don't. And the thing is, their government supposedly didn't help or didn't support them. And that goes back to whether or not we ourselves have a fan base. And I'm also going to throw this other topic in is criticism and everything hypocriticism, or being a hypocrite, let's just say that. And that's pretty much anyone who puts you down for doing the same thing. Most people will point fingers at someone else and call them out on something when they do it 100 times more than they do. Now, even though someone does something 100 times a day and you do it once, you're still just as them. Just not as bad, but you just are like them. So it's kind of like if you decide to do something to someone and then they do it right back to you and you get so pissed off and you decide to not so much kill them, but it's like go on a rant and just fire back at them with everything and wonder why this happened to me, because you are instituting your let me redo that. Let me restate that. You are readdressing the situation over to yourself. And it goes for a lot of other things too. Like when average size people to really big people call everyone skinny, then that's hypocrite. Because if you don't want us to call you fat, because you know that you are somewhat big and fat or whatever, and you call us out on being skinny or anorexic, like how does that work? And it's the same thing for people that supposedly play games like I do. I have a passion for games and I found that out already. But you still have your parents and everyone else saying, oh, you need to get out of this house or you're a rat. They call you the same things over and over and over. And whether they not realize, rather or not, if they realize that or not, that is hurting your motivation and your self-esteem in one way or another. And I guess you could say that's a personal experience, I have to say. Is you either call a hermit, you call a crab, and they'll tell your whole family, then you'll be seen objective to you'll be subjective as that person who never leaves their house just because people don't view things like you do. If you play games and view certain things, maybe design, edit, you see things in a whole new way most people don't want to. Everyone's so subjective on looking at the big American dream, and they don't know that there's this whole community over here that's better than half the people that are out there playing sports or doing whatever they do. Now, if you watch my videos and you play sports, then that's fine by me. I used to play sports all the time back in the day, but I found a new calling, and I found something that's not the norm, and I'm happy with that. But I'm tired of people always trying to um, down someone just because it's not what they want to do, or it's not what they were brought up to thinking is the right thing to do. So, I guess you can call this rant, or you can call this whatever. But the biggest way to have success, and I can't phrase this enough, is forget about anything that anyone tells you that is terrible. If they keep downgrading you and downgrading you, just either put in music or just keep going with it and don't even think about it. Because that's what everyone has to do 99% of the time. Because people cannot see things in different perspectives. They've only seen what they were taught and what they want to see. And that's the only thing that you can go by at this point. If you can tell in my voice that something either happened recently or something happened in general, then yes, I'm not gonna lie to you, something did happen, and I figured why not elaborate my experiences with you and help you guys out. Now, I did mess up a few times in the commentary, but I'm only gonna make it once. And sorry, this is almost an 8-minute video, but I really just had to get this out, and it had to be stretched this far. I was gonna make it at 4 minutes or less, but it didn't happen. So, again, if you ever find the need to have to talk to someone, then just comment, DM me, do whatever you have to do, and I will help you get through it. Because I know because we are our only supporters at this point in time. No one else is gonna help us. So. If you go to college, you go to college. If you do anything else, then you do you. Just make sure you keep your grades up, whatever you're doing, and just keep an open mind and stay successful and stay motivated. And all I'm asking you to do now is just either comment something that you would like me to talk about, or just comment some other things that maybe is beneficial to you. And make sure you just share the video. Don't like it, don't dislike it, don't do whatever. Just share the video and give some extra knowledge to someone else that's in need. And that's all I'm asking for you guys. That's all I'm asking. Because to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to be able to upload in the next month or so. So I'm going to get every video that I really wanted to ever get out in the next few days, if possible. Don't hold me to it, but I'm going to try to do it. So, I guess if you enjoyed this video or found it somewhat beneficial, then don't forget to, share the video and just leave a comment. And as always, I will hopefully be back with a more motivational, yet a little bit less of a rant video in a few days, maybe a montage, we never know. But, stay successful, stay happy, be motivated, and I will see you guys later.